Hello everyone, my name is Quad and welcome to a showcase of every Prisma weapon up to update 38.5.9, the Technosite Coda. Prisma weapons are better versions of weapons you can get on the market, in the dojo and so on, and are pretty much the same to them, with some nifty stat improvements and stylish looks. You can exclusively get them from your local scam artist named Baro when he brings them around for large sums of credits, Orokin ducats, and a mastery rank requirement, different for each weapon. Once you buy the weapon from him, you can use them right away, or you can even trade them if you haven't used them yet, which is another way to get them. In this video, I will not show you any standalone builds for these weapons, but I will mention the pros and the cons of them. All of the weapons mentioned here can be modified to annihilate entry-level steel path with the right mods. If my Mark I Braton can destroy level 500 enemies, these weapons can definitely destroy them as well. So, let's now start with the primary Prisma weapons. Prisma Tetra is a superior version of the normal Tetra Corpus Rifle and an inferior version of the Tenet Tetra. It has a mastery rank requirement of 4 and costs 50,000 credits and 400 ducats. Primarily it does puncture damage, making it the best against the Corpus. It has low critical chance, good status chance, and average critical damage multiplier, which makes it pretty average. Compared to some other weapons of the same style, it has relatively high fire rate and it is quite accurate, with the recoil being a slight nuisance. The shots do also have a slight travel time, so you will have to lead them a bit. It has quite a large magazine capacity and okay reload speed, making Prisma Tetra not the best, not the worst, but if you ask me, painfully average, with lots of modding possibilities. Prisma Grakata is an upgraded version of the normal Grakata Grineer rifle. It has a mastery rank requirement of 11 and will cost you additional 100,000 credits and 610 Orokin ducats. Primarily, it does impact damage, great against the Grineer. It has good critical chance, good status chance, and above average critical damage multiplier. This weapon shines in its fire rate and magazine capacity, but can be hard to use due to its recoil and inaccuracy. On top of that, the base damage is very low, meaning you can have quite a lot of problems with modding it. If you do decide to get it, going for a nice crit, status, hybrid build is, in my opinion, the best. Prisma Grinlok is a better version of the normal Grinlok Grineer lever action rifle. It has a mastery rank 11 requirement and will cost you additional 220,000 credits and 500 Orokin ducats. Primarily it does slash damage and has good critical chance and great status chance with a massive critical damage multiplier. Prisma Grinlok is stat-wise a very good weapon since all of them are very high. However, it has one fatal flaw. This is definitely not a mass room clearer weapon since it is focused on accuracy and single target damage. It has okay fire rate, okay magazine capacity, okay reload speed, but lacks the room cleaning aspect of being able to mass kill enemies in a solo survival mission. Other than that, this weapon is extremely satisfying to use sound-wise because of the shot reloading. Prisma Gorgon is an upgraded version of the normal Gorgon and substitute version of the Gorgon Wraith. It has a mastery rank 11 requirement and will cost you additional 50,000 credits and 600 Orokin ducats. The main selling point of Prisma Gorgon is definitely the fast fire rate. The weapon first has to wind up a bit and will then start shooting like crazy. Its barrage is quite accurate, but that is not the main problem. The main problem is that it has insane recoil and screen shake that comes with it, making it quite nauseous to use it if you don't invest into recoil mods. Other than that, this is a very good crit-based weapon with a tangent of status and also a possible Incarnon adapter, which can skyrocket its stats and can in effect make it extremely good, with some investment of course. Prisma Lenz is a better version of the normal Lenz explosive bow, with mastery rank requirement of 12 and additional cost of 20,000 credits and 575 Orokin ducats. It has a mighty critical chance of 50% and great critical damage multiplier to go with it, plus OK status chance. When shot, you will shoot an explosive arrow that does 2 hits. On the initial impact, you will see a sphere that will proc cold status onto the enemies with a 100% chance and impact status on direct enemy hits with the arrow. And on the second hit, the explosion will deal one more pulse of damage. Due to the cold procs, this weapon can be quite good with crowd control, and critical based builds might do even more damage due to the cold status boosting critical damage builds. But this weapon has a large problem, which is the ammo capacity. In total you have 8 shots, making it hard to replenish ammo if you are faced with very heavy enemies or bosses. It is a fun weapon, but its specialty is mainly obliterating the grunts. And that is it with the primary Prisma weapons. Now let's go over the secondary Prisma weapons. Prisma Angstrum is an upgraded version of the normal Angstrum rocket launcher pistol. To get it, you will need to be at least mastery rank 8 and you will also have to waste 210,000 credits and 475 Orokin ducats. Primarily, this pistol does blast damage. It has good critical chance and great status chance, with average critical damage multiplier. To shoot Prisma Angstrum, you will need to wind it up. If you wind it up fully, you will shoot the whole magazine at a time, and if you don't, you will only shoot a few shots. By itself, Prisma Angstrum is nothing special, so you can skip it. It is hard to use, very inaccurate, doesn't do the most damage, all of the things. But if you have an Incarnon adapter for it, everything changes. This is not an Incarnon video, but the weapon does become extremely good, let's just say that. I'd be willing to say it is one of the best weapons in the game due to how easily it can be good. Prisma Twin Gremlins are an upgraded version of the normal Twin Gremlins automatic staple guns. They are not really a better version of the normal ones, but a different one, let's say. They have a mastery rank requirement of 11 and will cost you additional 220,000 credits and 500 Orokin ducats. They primarily do puncture and slash damage, making it good against pretty much anything. They have good critical chance and status chance, with slightly below average critical damage multiplier. They are very accurate and have very good fire rate, making it great for headshotting enemies while also spreading status. The reload speed is very fast and the feeling of the Twin Gremlins is also okay, so I recommend getting them. They can be a very entertaining weapon to play with, even though they are an average weapon in all regards, with a hybrid build possibility. Oh yeah, and I also forgot, Prisma Twin Gremlins also allow you to staple enemies to the wall. You know, make some nice effigies and stuff, that's quite nice. Also, it says here in the manual you shouldn't feed the guns after midnight, and if you do, you should shine light on them and shoot them. Whatever that means, I don't know. And that is it with the Prisma secondary weapons. Now let's go to the Prisma melee weapons. Prisma Machete is a better version of the normal Grineer Machete and an inferior version of the Machete Wraith. It does have a mastery rank 7 requirement and will cost you additional 200,000 credits and 400 Orokin ducats. Primarily, it does slash damage with OK critical chance, average critical damage multiplier, and great status chance. Honestly, I don't have anything good or bad to say about this weapon. It is just average, with its primary focus being status builds. You can also go for a full hybrid build, but you will need to invest a bit more into it. Prisma Skana is a better version of the normal Tenno Skana sword. It has mastery rank requirement of 8 and will cost you additional 175,000 credits and 510 Orokin ducats. Primarily, it does slash damage, great against armored enemies. It has great critical chance and good critical damage multiplier with OK status chance. This weapon is similar to Prisma Machete, quite average, with primary focus on critical chance and critical damage. But you can also try a hybrid build with it. Later on you also get an Incarnon adapter for it, making it very good all-rounder. Prisma Dual Cleavers are a substitute version of the normal Grineer Dual Cleavers. They require Mastery Rank 9 to be purchased and will cost you additional 200,000 credits and 490 additional Orokin ducats. Primarily, they do slash damage, great against armored enemies, they have great status chance and critical chance with very high critical damage multiplier of 3 times. They are more or less an average dual swords weapon with an emphasis on critical damage, which you should also build for. You may as well go for status, since it is very easy to make it into a hybrid weapon. However, you do need to take note of its range and follow through, which are not the best. Prisma Obex are an upgraded version of the normal Obex sparring weapons. They require mastery rank of 10 to buy from Baro and additional 175,000 credits and 500 Orokin ducats. Primarily they do impact damage, making them the best against the Grineer. They have good critical chance, average critical damage multiplier, and great status chance. Honestly, the only stat that is lacking on Prisma Obex is the range. After you mod for that, you will get a very nice hybrid weapon. It has fast attack speed, it has great follow-through, and great stats. So, it's a great sparring weapon if you like those. Prisma Ohma is an upgraded version of the normal Ohma tonfas. You can get them from Baro when you reach Mastery Rank 12 and pay additional 175,000 credits and 450 Orokin ducats. They primarily do electricity damage, great to use against the Corpus or for some crowd control. Prisma Ohma has great critical chance, good critical damage multiplier, and good status chance. It has average attack speed and range, making it good average weapon to start with. But due to its critical and status stats, you can make it into an amazing hybrid weapon. While this weapon is good as it is, it also has a small perk that is purely visual. Using the weapon will produce arcs of electricity that are once again purely visual, so no additional damage, just light farts. And that is it with the melee Prisma weapons. Now let's go over the Prisma Companion and his Prisma weapon. Prisma Shade is a stealth-based sentinel that comes with the Prisma Burst Laser weapon. It has no mastery rank requirement but will cost you 300,000 credits and 500 Orokin ducats. By itself, Prisma Shade is nothing different to the normal Shade, with slightly increased stats. To keep it short and simple, you may equip Prisma Shade with Shade-specific mods that will make you invisible with the Ghost mod, Shade will cloak you and make you invisible, but it will attack unless you equip him with the Revenge mod, since in that case, he will wait until the enemies attack you first. You may also get the Ambush Precept mod, which will increase the amount of damage you deal for a very short duration after you break the said cloak. This Sentinel is definitely not the best Sentinel out there, but it can be quite good for stealth-based rescue missions and spy missions. The weapon he comes with, Prisma Burst Laser, can be exchanged for any weapon since it is nothing special if I'm honest. This Sentinel weapon takes pistol mods, which can be quite powerful. It has good critical chance and low or okay status chance, plus good critical damage multiplier. Primarily it does puncture damage and shoots in bursts, but I honestly would switch it for some other weapon and keep this as mastery fodder because it really, I don't know, it is not good in my opinion. I would actually be very grateful if you would let me know why you use this weapon if it is one of your favorites. One of the aspects is definitely accuracy, but other than that, I fail to see the appeal of it. And that is it with the Sentinel and his weapon. Now let's go over the Archwing weapons. Prisma Dual Decurions are an upgraded version of the Dual Decurions Arc Gun double pistols. They require you to have at least Mastery Rank 1, which is very low, and will cost you additional 175,000 credits and 525 Orkin ducats. Primarily, they do impact damage and have great critical chance, good critical damage multiplier, and good status chance. With great fire rate and very accurate shots, they can do quite a lot of damage very quickly. They have low recoil and can be quite fun to use, but honestly, they are just arc guns. They are made for only a few specific uses, those being the Profit Taker and Necromech use. I'd stick to the Mausillon if I had a choice to choose. However, this is just a preference. They are a good weapon on their own. And the last Prisma weapon we have is Prisma Veritux, which I honestly do not know what to think about. It has a mastery rank requirement of 8 and will cost you additional 150,000 credits and 550 Orkin ducats. It is an upgraded version of the normal Veritux arc melee sword with primary slash damage, great critical chance, and average critical damage multiplier, and also good status chance. It is a good arc melee weapon. You could even say the best, maybe, at least when looking at the critical damage and other stats. Yeah, I don't know. It is one of the best arc melee weapons out of the whole selection, massive, truly massive arsenal of arc melee weapons, of whole lot of 8 of them. Honestly, when it comes to arc melee, I haven't seen people actually debating which one is better because you can obliterate pretty much anything with any weapon nowadays. So yeah, take it I guess, it's quite good stat-wise. And that is it. Thank you everyone for watching this short showcase. Barocketeer knows what you want, and he will surely sell you his Prisma jewels these weapons are showered in. Let me know down in the comments which Prisma weapon is your favorite. I very rarely use any Prisma weapons since there are better or more fun weapons out there, but if I have to say which one is my favorite, I would say Prisma Twin Gremlins, just because I like the feel of them and they are literal staple guns to make effigies with. Lovely. With this, I will leave you with Baro and let him relieve you of your worldly possessions. Thank you again, and have a very nice day. Bye, guys.